Hello guys, this is Jordan from Jordan Game Review. This is take 2 because I forgot to attach the mic. So today will be a special day. We'll be talking about dongles. Yes, if you are in the tri-fi market or if you are into the audio hobby, today you shouldn't be a stranger to all this because nowadays phone don't really have a port and you have no choice if you want to use an IEM cable with wired everything. You have to buy a dongle. So today we'll be talking about dongles. And disclaimer, I don't really use a lot of dongles. Not a really dongle person. Dongle just for me something that is convenient, because normally I would use something like this. Okay, it's people would so-called a brick, so a digital player together with an amplifier. Yes, and is it necessary? Probably not, but yeah, I mean, if you want to maximize whatever that you can, then there you go, players. But if you are not, if you want convenience, you want something like cute and easy to go, just little dongles. Okay, so today we'll be talking about the top 3 dongles that I would recommend. So of course, and again, I'm not the best person to talk about dongle because I'm not the one that use all of them, but I still have my top recommendations. First of all, let's talk about something from the latest release. That would be the Simgod D4X. Yes, D4X, I call it the Twitter dongle. Why Twitter? Because the biggest logo that is using is the X logo. If you guys can see from the reflection, so this is the X logo. See, why is really looks like the Twitter logo, where you just hang it around outside in the MRT. People will say that, what's that little cute little Twitter thing that he's using? Maybe he's tweeting? Of course not. So this dongle was given to me to do a review, so for free. So but I will not affect my honest opinion on it, so thank you Simgot. But I really still like this dongle as a whole, as in, first thing that surprised me is the size. Dongles have came a really long way, as in nowadays you can see the size is like half of my thumb. Man, it's so small. This D4X is like really small. Of course, not the smallest one. You have a lot of like a Dawn Pro Mini or something, so which is even smaller. But for a dongle that is using CS 43198, okay, so if you guys are not chasing the spec, then you don't have to know. But for you guys who are interested or at least heard about all these weird numbers, so this is from CS Logic. This is using 43198 and is selling at $80 US. Again, wow, dongles has came a long way, because this chip, to my memory, it was supposed to be expensive. Really, so from 3 years ago, I can't believe that this thing is like maybe selling at $200-300 from LP, a Serious Precision. So very expensive, but nowadays they managed to make it into something this small and just cost you $80. Yeah, and also the cable that they have given together with it is a big improvement to the normal standard cable that they used to give, or those older dongles that you've been using, like from Fio, from Shanling. All those cables are stiff and short, and they wiggle as in when you plug it into your dongle, it will wiggle. Just, it's not that premium. I mean, as in the feeling, it doesn't feel that good, although it won't fall off, just that it wiggles. This is securely put inside and just felt to me like solid. So even with the cable, it still feel very solid and nice and small, easy to use. That's why one of the biggest thing that why I love this thing so much is because it's small. So it comes with 3.5 and 4.4. Again, wow. So it have also 2 buttons for you to adjust the volume, and the smartest thing for them this time is that the buttons that they put it on is very big. Really, it's really big, where you can like do blindfold and you still will be able to press the button correctly. Okay, it's not placed too close together, and it's very big. You don't need to like find where is the thing. So it's a plus. Okay, so I don't know what is the exact steps that it has, because it has independent volume adjustment, where adjusting this will not affect the volume on your phone. So how do you use it? How do you maximize it? Is that usually you maximize the volume from your phone. Yes, because you want to get every single things from the phone. Yes, and to here you adjust the volume through here. Okay, so just need to be careful while you're doing that. But usually all this dongle, I would say maybe like 30, okay, maybe 30 to 50 steps, I guess. Not sure how many steps that it has. So if you go with something like a little bit more premium, like the RU7 or so, those will have like 100 steps, where you can go like from 0 to hundreds, or 120 steps, which is, it may take you a while to actually adjust that. So why independent adjustment is also because sometimes from your phone, which only have 10 steps, so your volume can either go 60, okay, or you go 70. 60 might be too soft, 70 might be too loud, so there's no 63 to go with. So that's why where this dongle comes in place, where you can adjust something a little bit to your liking, where maybe if this is to the step of 30, then you can like adjust it to like 12, 13, 14, to your liking. Yes, it is that good. Another thing is that this thing now, it has mic control. Wow. Okay, I know that most of you are like, what's so good, what's so great about mic control is that, cause I've been looking for a dongle that can support mic, and it's really hard to find. Really not joking. The only other one that I managed to find is from Q-Style M12. Yes, and I tried a bunch of Ibaso, DC06, DC06 Pro or something. None of them like really have mic control, or maybe there are some settings that you need to press in and out in order to get that mic control. I'm not sure, but not every dongle can support mic control. So this, if you are using headphone, you want to do some gaming or streaming, or you just want to talk through the headphone or your earphone, you can use this. Okay, mic control is very important actually. Not sure why not a lot of brands are using it. Another thing is that the sound. Okay, the sound, yes, dongle do affect the sound a lot. Okay, so this is using CS43198, which is, I think, a very good chip. If you guys know by now, it's from CS Logic. And I would say how they tune it is that this thing is, I would say, neutral. Okay, don't have a lot of emphasis on bass. So if you are a bass head, you won't like find this this won't enhance your bass a lot. Or if you are a treble head, you will not get it here as well. If you will not like give you an extra detail, or extra, not say extra detail, won't give you like extra treble extension or so forth, so on and so forth. Okay, those you need to find a proper ESS dongle. Okay, so ESS 9038, those kind of dongles, where I hate. Okay, so I don't really like the ESS dongle, because I just find them a little bit, yeah, they are good in dynamics, they are good in detail retrieval, they are good in staging maybe, but just not very musical. Okay, just too dry, too cold. Okay, not suitable for my genre of music. So CS Logic is in between. Okay, it's in between. So it has, I would say, neutral kind of tonality, not a lot of bass, not a lot of treble, but I think it focuses on mid-range a lot. So if you like vocals, this should sound to you. You have good clarity and also good sense of detail retrieval in that region. Okay, you won't get like too much of detail retrieval. Like for example, you get from something from ESS, those are detail retrieval, or those are like crazy. You won't get that there, but here you still get enough. Okay, enough, not that this is lacking. I think detail retrieval by right should be enough. That's all. If you get too much, it will be tiring. Okay, just like how you use like the Anole VX, the UM-2, those are tiring to listen to. Okay, so this is the sound of that, the tonality of this dongle, and I really like it a lot because it's not colored, not heavily colored, where it's very nice to use and small and compact. Yeah, so that's all for the Simgot. Next, I will talk about something okay. Why I have to give a shout out to this, because I'm not a dongle person, but this dongle has been out for very long now. So this is Shanling UA2, okay, one of the dongles that use AKM chip, which is rare. It's still rare, okay. Not sure, maybe the cost of getting an AKM chip is expensive or higher than those like ESS chip out there, so that's why you won't be seeing a lot of them in the market. And this has been out for like almost 2 years, I'm not sure, so it's been a long time. And yeah, you can see, that's why I say dongle have come a long way. This is big, I would say massive, man. It's like size, double the size of the D4X. Of course, by that time it was good, okay. So if you leave this dangling at the bottom of your phone, it will be quite big, okay. Luckily it's not so superly heavy, because although it's metal, but I think at that time it was good. And why I love it so much is that this thing is AKM chip again, and it's quite colored. I would say it's really colored, as in it add a lot of warmth, not super warm, but it add warmth to your music. And also the detail retrieval on this doesn't really lose to something from like ESS, but a lot, okay. Detail retrieval on this are surprisingly good, really surprisingly good, yet give you the sense of musicalities. That's why I've been using this for the longest time. I even went, and just for your reference, I even went and do an A/B test at Japan in Singapore, and when the luxurious precision W4 came out, that thing was super uber expensive, man. It cost like what, 450 US dollar, I'm not sure. It's selling at 600 Sing dollar, which is wow. I can buy like 5 of these, man. Yes, it's so expensive. So I do a A/B test, this and that you have like superior staging, superior dynamics, but end of the day, for listening to music, for musicalities, and for comfort listening as using a dongle, this still edges out that a lot, and cheaper to use. I just find myself to go back to this a lot if I have at the same time have that, this and that, really. So UA3, of course, another thing now, there are another AKM chip, new one that came out, I mean a dongle that came out that actually make this totally obsolete. So don't buy this, okay. If you're ever looking for something similar, or I would say almost exact same, you can go for Colorfly M1P. That thing is built like a tank. You can run it over with a car, still be there, and the sound is like every step better than this. Yes, Colorfly M1P. I haven't gotten it yet. Why? Because I'm not using dongles that often, so it'll be a waste of money. That I think it's selling at the same price at $109, which is a super good deal. Check it out, the build, the design. Okay, lastly, I don't have that thing with me right now on hand, and that is the Hiby FC6, the dongle that I love most, really. So FC6 is a R2R dongle. Again, not something very common, but you can see the brand Kayin RU6 have that, which was also not something very new. It came out like a year plus ago, but this is better, okay. It is the size of the D4X, which is this kind of sizes, and might be even a little bit thinner than the D4X, which is like super ultra compact. The downside is that it don't have 4.4. All right, that's the biggest downside, that everyone's love the FC6. No, so everyone have to get another adapter, which costs you like $30. If you are using 4.4, you need to get another $30 to $40 bucks to go to get that extra accessory. hope they come up with FC7 soon with 3.5 and 4.4. And why I recommend the FC6, my biggest recommendation of all time, is the sound, man. If you like vocals, female vocal especially, when you use it on the FC6, you will get that smoothness, but not a smoothness that like cut down all the edges of all your notes. It just felt to you, again, musical, like what the UA3 can do. It felt to you thick, okay, not overly thick and mud, but just that it sound very full to you. The vocals just sound very, very nice, and the separations, vocal and the instruments are like, okay, have very good separation on that. Detail retrieval is, I would say, better than average, not the ESS W4, or I'm not sure what W4 chips are using. So there are a lot of ESS chip out there which can do detail retrieval better than the FC6, or maybe something like from the Q style M15 can like have way better detail retrieval. But the FC6 is not bad, okay, it's just a little bit loose out to that, but in return it gives you that sense of, I would say, natural timbre that I would think that it just felt to me very live, I would say real life kind of feeling, that sound come to you very natural, okay, it's not very digital where ESS cheap dongles will usually give you that sense, okay, dry, digital, yeah, cold, okay, none of that words is associated with the FC6. That's why that's my favorite, but I don't have it on hand right now. So still, if you have the budget, FC6 is often going on sales right now, so watch out for their official website. They will, or their Facebook, sometime they will come out like in announcement every month or so. They will come out and tell you guys that, oh, half price, we only have 5 units, or like 30%, we have 10 units left. So I'm not sure how true is that 10 unit or 5 unit, but it's a good deal. It's really, really a good deal. If you can get it like for like $200, wow, man, that thing is better than a lot of the budget players out there. If you like using some like Hiby R2R, that kind of players, this FC6 is way better than any of those, and you can get a sense of R2R sound, natural, okay. And also, if you like vocal, just give it a try, okay. And also you can drop by to Zeppelin in Singapore and give the FC6 a try as well. We have 2 of them for demo. So that's all for the video today. The top 3 dongles that I would recommend, and also the second one, just a special shout out, you should be getting the Colorfly M1P, so not this one, but something really, really similar. And so that's all for the video today. Very unusual, yeah, because it's a dongle video. So I'll be getting back into power, if you haven't noticed. See you guys, bye bye.